Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Original Bon Jovi, the owner of Skirata Gaming. We're back here this weekend for the 4th video in our history series, which looks at how Skirata came to be where and what it is today. In the last video, we discussed Call of Duty Advanced Warfare, which was the first COD game that our team focused on after effectively leaving the Star Wars franchise in the dust. Naturally, it's time to talk about Black Ops 3, the game that I think most people consider to be current-gen Call of Duty at its best. Just to recap, because we were so heavily invested in Call of Duty by the time BO3 rolled around, we decided to stick with COD rather than waste our time on 2015 Battlefront. So for the most part, we kept doing what we did best, getting 6-man parties together and winning in the public lobbies. Toward the end of 2015, a bunch of people started playing more competitively, so we had a couple GB squads that played every now and then. But as everyone knows, for the most part, pub stars don't make the best comp players. At the beginning of 2016, the competitive drive pretty much ran its course. We got back to our roots with pub stomping, and that was the main focus. A series of changes in management saw members like Castanoid, I Make It Pop, Big Ben, and Rev go their separate ways, and someone by the name of Tyler Pillsbury, who went by Meth and Razor Blades in-game, stepped up to become the new North American director. Trebo continued to play, but took a more passive role due to his work schedule. And although Catamore stepped up and served as a manager, he could only do so much as an active-duty US Marine. It was around that time that Wozuma joined Clan Skirata. If that name sounds at all familiar to you, that's because he's still part of the organization, and currently our only Fortnite streamer. Lightning gave up Star Wars The Old Republic and came to join the rest of the team in Call of Duty, which was pretty cool because he and I were both OG members from our early Republic Commando days. I do want to apologize for all the name dropping here, but I think it's important to give due respect to the big players in our history. Organizing tournaments within Clan Grata was the only way that I made it through my senior year of high school. I'd sit in French class making Excel spreadsheets for weekly 2v2 and 3v3 brackets, which we appropriately called Skirata Skirmish. During Advanced Warfare, we did some 1v1 stuff, and that was cool, but the small group activities on BO3 helped to build chemistry and keep people engaging with one another. Some of you might remember That Guy 704 or Chase Peterson. He took a pretty active role after joining around New Year's. Post Havoc also got more involved, although I really can't recall if he joined during AW or BO3. Regardless, we had a pretty good team put together, and lots of hours were spent in pubs and custom matches, playing games and going for clips. In summer 2016, the first ever Skirata Team Taj aired on YouTube. Looking back at it now, it was more like a clip compilation than a montage in the traditional sense. You guys can still find it on our channel. I think the music we used was Fort Miners' Remember the Name. Not super original, I know, but let's be real, the song is a banger. When you think about it, the fact that we're now doing stuff like that once a week rather than once a year goes to show just how far our team has developed since then. Meth and Razor Blades kind of ruled Skirata with an iron fist. He loved doing the classic COD clan battles, you know, the kind of thing they're still doing today in the BO4 Year 2 community. We absolutely crushed one clan during a scrim, and the only guy who went positive on their team actually ended up joining us. And when we lost to a different group a couple weeks later, Meth adamantly wanted me to kick everyone from the organization, including Steve Williams, except for myself, him, his cousin Carson, and Phoenix Prime, a newer recruit and by far the best sniper we've ever had on the roster. I humored Meth but didn't go along with that, which was the right move at the time, although someone by the name of Reaper Reaps was successful in convincing me to do just that exactly 3 years later. But I digress, that's a story for another week. Vibes were kind of low going into the fall because a lot of people were getting sick of advanced movement and hated the fact that Infinity Ward was giving us another jetpack game. Not just a jetpack game, but a game that takes place on the moon and in outer space. On the upside, it was about that time that we became affiliated with Jerky Pro, as well as the now defunct Catalyst mints. I wanted to make the most of Infinite Warfare and Modern Warfare Remastered, so I personally made it my mission to pull together a great group of people to totally transform the organization from the ground up. Dissuade, Miss Rainmaker, Persia, and several others joined right before the new COD season dawned on us. With our expansion to the UK, Europe, and Mexico well underway, and a couple new brands on our side, we were prepared to make a big push into 2017 and finally ditch the clan title once and for all. Before I wrap things up, I do want to give a big thank you to Skirata Relapse for getting some BO3 footage for this video on rather short notice. He also provided us with AW gameplay last week, and I gotta say that guy is an absolute legend. If we have any old BO3 folks watching this who maybe weren't mentioned in the video, I promise you it isn't personal. We've had hundreds of members come and go from Skirata Gaming in the last 10 years, especially during Black Ops 3, and we'd be here all day if I went back to make a list of everyone who ever joined. However, I do appreciate all of you. If you guys found this video interesting, please leave us a like and comment, and sub for more Call of Duty content each and every day. My name is Original Bon Jovi, and I'll catch you later. Peace.
Yes, dude.